Greetings and welcome to this evening stream. I am your host, Lilim Nightshade. We had a bit of technical difficulties. Our computer was acting up slightly prior to getting the stream ready, which caused a slight delay. At first, I was not sure if I would even be able to do a stream tonight. But it seems that things are sorted out now, so we should be able to proceed as normal. And also, congratulations to QC for the 40 stream streak. Your job is working in the Museum of Ice Cream. That is the only job that you have. If I made a wine drink, I wonder how much you understand about wine. Honestly, a lot of wines are named for the region in which they originate, more than anything else. Your mother made you drink it? That seems rather unusual. Why did your mother make you drink wine? Well, if you are a man, you should be making your own decisions in life, not doing what your mother tells you to do. So it seems like she missed her own point with that message there. Also, I do not see the point in non-alcoholic wine. If it's non-alcoholic, it is not wine. You had grape juice. If it was sparkling, then it is even further from wine, as wine is not carbonated. At any rate, since I am running slightly behind schedule, I should open the game so we can get on with this. Last week we saw the beginning of this new kingdom, but now it is time to find more information about it. Very well, Caesar.
Persona 5, Tactica.
Were they not originally outside the building, though?
I'm sorry.
Obviously not. Granted, you have not even seen the ruler yet. Though typically, even when he does not know who it is. At least not at first. But just for this one, not for the previous one. That is interesting. But I guess the previous kingdom was not based on anything. It was just the ruler of it that was connected to Toshiro.
Sorry.
Sounds good. Whatever.
See what skill points I have now. Well, out of points, actually. Interesting. That could be useful since the dashes tend to reset movement. Not entirely certain which one I want. I could also level these, but I do not tend to use the elemental skills very much at all. I feel like they have limited use when almost everything can be accomplished with the melee attacks and the guns. doesn't even tell you what the skill is. Interesting. Subtly curious to know what these chain ones might be. I suppose I experiment with Morgana. Yeah, with Morgana because I do not really use him at all. It's not as though I'm missing much. It'll take a while to climb there, though. I could just reset and put everything in magic, but not that important. I also do not use her. Of course, she would not have to need a plan. I guess he has it at the end. She really needs it too.
Better jot that down.
All right, let's set out.
I can never get in the right mood for this stuff in my normal outfit. Hope it kicks in when the time comes.
The courtyard is over on the other end of this floor. There's no time to waste. Ready, set, go! Best of luck in battle!
Man, these guys. I can't tell if they're gung-ho or just bossy.
We'll continue our own preparations here for the final battle with that awful tyrant.
Let's move out. We've got a key to track down.
I wonder which part of the building we're in now.
Still the first floor would be my guess.
I don't know about you guys, but isn't this place a vibe? You know, not shadows or legionnaires. That other scary stuff.
Wait, no, you don't mean...
Oh, it's nothing major. My mind keeps coming back to one thing. Don't the beings here seem more riled up than the ones in the last two kingdoms? Could there be a reason behind it?
If so, then my money would be on your recent change of mindset. I mean, if this world does exist in your heart, it'd make sense for changes to your state of mind to influence the place.
Oh, so it's because Toshiro decided he was going to fight back?
It stands to reason. Once Toshiro was emboldened, so were the other beings.
He's gone from the runaway old-timer to the sorta defiant old-timer.
Well, being around you criminals was bound to toughen me up a bit.
You really had the spine of a block of tofu when we first met, didn't you, Tofuro?
Irina, you still need to grow up a bit yourself. Aren't you roughly the same age as these kids? You need to learn to respect your elders, or life is going to be...
Yeah, I know.
Why, you... I'm not putting up with this anymore.
Good grief. Those two haven't matured at all, have they? Okay, enough of this for now. We've got work to do.
Yeah, let's do what we gotta do to find our ticket out of here.
Is this the right place?
This can't be.
A rather pleasant courtyard. One could easily find a place to sit back, relax, and enjoy a bento.
Dreaming of food even now, Inari? I could go for lunch myself, but we've got that to take care of first. Yeah, that. I'm sure some other fresh hell awaits us on the other side.
But the rebels told us that's where the key is, right?
Along with a heap of legionnaires too, no doubt. Time to work up an appetite.
Right. Whatever's on the other side, I'll make short work of it.
Damn, Makoto! Those legionnaires don't scare you at all like some other stuff, huh?
Hello, Earth to Toshiro. Something bugging you?
Oh, it's nothing. I could swear... Where have I seen this place?
Okay, folks. On the count of 3, like last time. 1, 2, 3.
No. Aw.
Now then. Now it's my turn!
Only have they get up there first to accomplish that. Which seems difficult since they're does not appear to be way out of the area that we started. Well, I meant physically. I'm not concerned about hitting it, I'm concerned about getting to places, but I suppose that's not a possibility. Ironics, we were just speaking about not using personas very much in this game.
Let's get in there. Take that treasure, kid.
You're done now!
What the?
How terrible.
Oh, whoa.
Let's go. I'll do my best.
If I knew that was going to happen, I would not have gotten cover before attacking. Suppose it's not in cover anyway. So it does not seem to matter if they're in cover or not. Why didn't they say to lure the enemy into some place without cover? That was very misleading.
Time to explode!
Okay, we're down one enemy.
See. Not really necessary if attacking it will teleport to a spot with no cover anyway. Because you will get a follow-up regardless. I suppose the only reason to do what they said is if you are trying to move after teleporting.
All right.
It's over. Now's the time. Persona. Take this.
Whatever. Like this. Here.
It hurts.
Odd that it looks like there's a switch there. I suppose it's for... Oh, more teleporters came in. Was not expecting that.
What to do here?
Here I go.
Not only that, but... I get sent back to the bottom. But I could change that pretty easily. Suppose it wasn't. Actually, I don't. Oh, Picodon, I see. Non-existent ninja.
Now then.
I'm ready.
That's not very helpful, though.
Now it's my turn.
Perhaps I should not have gone up here yet.
All right.
Here I go. Persona.
And now we didn't reach that far.
Alright, let's do this!
I'm ready. Persona.
That could work.
What to do here?
Better get ready!
Those shots are right on target!
Get a load of this!
Nice! Keep it up!
All right.
Nice one, Joker!
Persona!
Stay there!
Not what I was anticipating at all. That's quite a bad move.
Come! Or set!
Joker took out an enemy! Oh, right!
Got it. Let's go. Advance.
5 enemies left! Take them one at a time!
Here I go.
I mean, very difficult to get any of my other party members past where they are.
What to do here?
Oh, this is what I was supposed to do.
I'll do my best.
Now it's my turn!
I completely ruined the previous turn, I think.
Now then.
Nice one! Keep it up, Joker!
Better get ready!
I'm ready.
Alright, let's do this! Don't move now!
Good job, Skull!
Persona! Time to go wild!
I'll do my best.
Now it's my turn! Persona!
Pookie's too far away.
I'm ready.
Better get ready!
I'll do my best.
Shouldn't not move anywhere.
Alright, let's do this! get ready.
Here we go. Let's go. Yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm ready. I'm firing!
Shots hit the enemy.
Got now.
What to do here?
Take that!
As always, Joker. You got him.
Now it's my turn.
Yes. Now.
All right, let's do this.
What to do here?
Now it's my turn.
All right.
Not as helpful as I hoped.
Checkmate. All right, let's do this. Show 'em what we got.
You evaded perfectly. Just as planned. More enemies. Why now?
Why no more enemies?
I'll take care of this.
I'll do my best.
Better get ready.
What to do here?
Here I go.
Now then.
Fire.
As always, Joker. You got him.
Oh,
I'm ready.
Now it's my turn.
all right.
Here I go.
Hell. They think about the fact that there were gonna be blocks up here.
Nice. Better get ready.
Guess in some cases the blocks were on the platform, so they will have cover regardless. Is not anticipating that.
What to do here? Yes.
I'll do my best.
All right, let's
All right.
do this. Now it's my
Here I
turn.
go.
What to do here? Nice.
All right, let's
Now
do this.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'll do my best.
I don't think this helps much.
What to do here?
It's showtime. Now it's my turn.
Here I go.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
Through 5 enemies.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
All right, let's do this.
Greetings beyond.
Time to go wild. Show 'em what we got. Captain Kid.
Let's go. Advance. Let's go.
4 enemies remaining. Hang in there.
All right.
I'm ready.
What to do here?
Here I go. Boom!
Soft landing. Sweet moves.
All right.
I'm ready.
Now it's my turn.
Now
I'll do my best.
Better get ready.
I think that's really great. I'm ready. I'm
what to
glad.
do here?
I'll do my best. Time for your punishment.
Now
Now it's my turn.
I was hoping we'd knock him onto the platform, but knocks him over it.
what to do here?
All right, let's do this.
Now
Nice cover.
Now's the time. Take this.
Whatever.
Now it's my turn.
With some last hit go right there.
Shots are right on target!
Now get both of them now.
This ends now!
Advance.
All right.
It should be a pretty simple finishing job.
Here I go.
All right, let's do this. Take this.
You did it, Skull!
I'll do my best.
Now then. It's over.
Skull, hit the mark!
Checkmate.
Phew. That should do it, right?
So, where's this key we're looking for? Did it get dropped somewhere?
I don't see anything of the sort so far.
Hold up! I've got a reading! This is what was shiny? These aren't keys, though.
Yep, no mistaking it. Those are bandages.
Really? Sorry, but could I see those for a moment?
What the?
Who could that be this late in the evening? Come in.
Ah, there you are. I heard I'd find you here. Huh? You look fine, more or less.
Interesting.
Hmm? I'm sorry, but I don't believe we've met. Perhaps you're mistaking me for someone else.
No, you're definitely who I've been looking for. Toshiro Kasukabe, Mr. Class President.
Well, I suppose you're not mistaken then. What did you need to discuss with me?
Relax. No need to be so formal with me. It's not like I have to have a reason to be here. This is the student council room, and I am a student.
You have an upperclassman uniform, but I haven't seen you here before. Are you a new transfer?
All business, aren't you? You got me, though. I already knew this school was fancy, but they push the decorum here pretty hard, don't they? I'll pick it up eventually, and if not, then no biggie. I got curious about you, so I started asking around. Pretty impressive rep you've got there. A ton of talent, a connected family, stellar grades, your whole future set up. You even got elected student council president as a first year. Nobody done that here before you.
Why are you describing me to myself? Is this some kind of awkward ribbing? If you don't have any council business, please see yourself out. I'm quite busy here.
Oh, sorry if I upset you. I'm just interested in you, I swear. I mean, getting beat up by a whole gang of delinquents? They don't even do that in manga anymore.
So you saw that?
I even thought for a second that I'd find you here all covered in bandages.
What a bizarre way of thinking.
Still, you jumped into that mess by yourself, all to help that other student getting mugged, didn't you? You're not just a president. You're a student council superhero. You know, I actually like the sound of that.
I wasn't doing anything so noble. I merely happened on the scene. Once I knew what was going on, I had no choice but to get involved. I also only became student council president because it'll look good on my college application. Besides, my father told me I need experience as a public figure to ensure I can take up the family's work. But never mind all that, I'm digressing. What I mean to say is I've learned a valuable lesson about poking my nose into other people's business.
Huh. Still, you ended up rescuing the kid, right?
Well, those miscreants seemed too tired to go back to bullying him once they had their fill assaulting me. Don't you have somewhere to be? It's well past time for students to still...
Oh, right. I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Eri Natsuhara. Nice to meet ya. Kasukabe-kun, I've got a hunch about you. This is where you usually hang out after school, right? I'll drop by and bug you again later.
Huh?
See ya!
Ugh.
Oh, my bad. I meant to give you this earlier. Here. See ya!
What are... Some bandages? What is with that girl?
She likes you.
Hey! Was that?
Yeah. I bet we saw the same thing. I still can't wrap my head around it, though.
That was so full of twists, I don't even know where to start.
That was Toshiro in the uniform, yeah? The student council president?
I mean, it should have been fairly obvious that this is based on when he went to high school.
You sure? I thought he was even more standoffish than usual.
It's like he was even more uptight than he is now.
But it looks like he's never been much of a fighter, huh?
Indeed. It's safe to say he's grown to become one of those types who favors nagging over physical conflict.
He used to have glasses. I wonder if he has contacts now.
Couldn't you just have called it dialoguing, at least? No, there's something more important to discuss now.
Good point. Now that we have what seems to be the key in this place, we can get out of here. Yep. We'll have plenty to talk about on the other side of the door.
On one hand, I wanted to bring up the girl, last option there, but also I know the answer to that question, so asking that seemed kind of odd.
What we saw together. That wasn't a figment of our imaginations.
But at the same time, no one is mentioning it, so I feel like it would have been better to bring her up.
You mean we witnessed something that actually took place?
Yes.
Fair enough.
sure.
I mean,
Though,
obviously it has to at some point.
entirely until now.
I just wonder what the dialogue would have been if you brought it up then.
The girl who showed up was Eri Natsuhara. She was one of my senpai on the student council. But out of all my life, why that memory?
Yeah, we could use a bit more context.
From what I noticed, it seemed to be the first meeting between the two of them.
Toshiro, have you remembered anything else yet?
Well, that was when I first met Natsuhara senpai. She joined the council shortly after, and
She had you totally whipped?
that's an awful way to put it, but it's unfortunately not far from the truth either. Regardless, she was also the kind of person who couldn't stand mistreatment or injustice. Whenever she caught wind of problems with the school or students in trouble, she'd run to me with a report.
Who does that sound like?
Every time she would try to convince me with a Toshiro, let's fight the good fight. I initially agreed to help so I could keep tabs on her. She was such a reckless student council member. Before I knew it, she had us running all over the school together. We tackled all sorts of issues at that school. Bullying, unfair school rules. Heck, by the end, we were even giving career and relationship advice. At some point, the student council room became more of a counseling room for the average student. The students were always grateful whenever we were able to help them. I found that especially gratifying, since I was fed up with my father's alternative expectations for me. Looking back at the time, I think we did a lot of good together. And then... That's all I'm able to remember. But why? I can't. It's like something's fogging my memory.
Hey, don't push it too hard. We all shared that vision when you touched the bandage. That's what restored your memory. There are supposed to be 4 keys, right? Maybe we can learn more from finding the others.
True. And there are still a few more things I want to get to the bottom of. Especially about Natsuhara-senpai. And you as well, Irina.
There's a bit too much resemblance for it to be a coincidence, huh? Totally. They even have the same chemistry together.
Think so? I mean, we may look similar, but I don't boss you around that much. Right, Toshiro?
Really? What do you expect me to say?
It's more like he's in the palm of your hand and you're crushing him.
Yeah, as flat as a pancake.
Well, is that really how you all see me?
I have to admit, though, there's one thing that's been stuck on my mind. It's been nagging me ever since we came to this world. When I saw the visions of Toshiro's memory, I felt something stirring in my own head. That girl. She's someone from your own world, right? Ever since I heard we're in a world made from Toshiro's heart, I've been thinking, what am I, exactly?
Irina.
She also has to come from his fart / mind / whatever you want to consider it.
I have a few ideas I could share, but nothing for certain. Ultimately, I have a feeling you're entirely different from any of the entities we're familiar with.
I see. Right. No matter what I turn out to be, in the end, I'm still me.
Nailed it! No matter what you are, you'll always be you. Just like Mona will always be a cat, yeah?
Check the transitive property, pal. And keep me out of your analogies.
Thanks, guys. Well, no use thinking about it now. How about we get back to it? We've still got 3 more things to find, right?
Yep, now that we've got the one, let's head back to the Rebel Club room next.
Yeah, especially since we can assume another fight's waiting for us behind the next door. Let's head back and find out where the next one is.
Oh.
Hey! Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hey, hey! Seriously? Yeah. Really?
We at least got through the flashback part of that scene prior to the ad break. Now we have to wrap up the rest of this.
That's right.
what if...
Understood.
You gotta be kidding.
Better jot that down.
So let's see what this next mission is all about.
So, what's next on the docket for this key hunt?
The next key is located in the cafeteria.
The cafeteria, you say? How do the meal plans work here? If I can't enroll, could I at least start a tab?
Rein it in, Inari. Let's focus on the job first, all right?
And I'm sure your tab at Kose is bad enough already.
Considering how hostile this place can get, you'd better not try sneaking any food.
right? Well, I can understand getting hungry, but we've got a job waiting for us in that cafeteria.
If I had to wager, I'd guess it's on the second floor. Is that right?
That's correct. Just go up the nearest stairwell, continue on straight, and you'll find it. Sounds like you already knew that, though. So you better not waste any more time and just get going.
I did, didn't I?
Well, it's your
Whatever the
school.
case may be, we should get going. I'll lead the way, if you don't mind. If everyone's ready.
This floor of the building ultimately looks the same as the last.
The cafeteria should be just ahead. Let's hurry.
Hey, Toshiro. Is this the same school that you went to?
Yes. It's been quite some time since I graduated, but I can tell that I'm slowly starting to remember. It may be distorted or inaccurate here and there, but I can say with absolute certainty that this is the same building.
Any idea who could be in charge here?
Can you remember anyone who caused problems for you? Maybe the other students?
No, it hasn't all come back yet.
You scum! I can't believe it's you.
This'll give us some clues.
So you're the lowlives disturbing my sacred place.
That voice. Who is that?
Leave now, or suffer the consequences.
Speak of the devil! So, I guess I'm talking to the big cheese, yeah? Look, I don't know who you are, but get in our way and we'll mess you up. Got it?
You'll mess me up. You idiot. You have no idea what that would do.
Who are you already?
Who am I? You mean you've forgotten? But you're the one who knows me best.
I guess that's it.
Whoever it was, it sounded like he recognized me. Damn it, if only I could remember.
Well, I suppose this is the first unknown kingdom ruler we've encountered.
We're likely coming to blows with another eccentric character, like Maria and Yoshiki were.
He's the one making life tough for those guys back at the hideout, yeah? Well, I'm all for punching the guy out, but we need to collect whatever these keys are supposed to be for that to happen.
I'm picking up a big open space just ahead of us. Looks like Toshiro was right on the money. That's our next destination.
So this is their cafeteria? Oh, it's pretty huge.
It certainly feels like the quintessential cafeteria. This room has the nicest vibe of the whole building.
Ah, I believe I'm remembering more now. The food here was quite popular, especially for the price. I'd heard that this place was constantly packed with students in lines during lunchtime.
You heard. So you never actually ate here?
I was never one for crowded places like this. From what I remember, I was always cooped up in the student council room with a homemade bento.
Boy, do I relate to that. Cafeterias are for normies. Definitely not my kind of scene. I'd probably explode if I ever got forced to eat in one!
It's not life or death. It's just a food room.
Look, another one of those doors. Time to find out what the second key is.
Technically, I can use the same party since there is just one battle at a time. And then take the best bet. Only switch if I'm forced to because of multiple battles in a row.
What to do here?
Sound good?
So that only applies to if you were standing in the yellow space, correct? So if I shoot from here, it should not be an issue.
Here I go.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
All right, Joker! Nice hiding spot! Cool as always, Joker! You got him!
Nothing happened.
I'm ready. Ha!
You're doing great!
Now then.
Better get ready.
Skull, nice work! Skull shots are right on target!
What to do here?
Now it's my turn.
Now then.
All right, let's do this.
Interesting. Team speaker only counts if I'm up on the higher ground. issue with friends becomes a lack of cover. Okay, I suppose there's the positional thing. So that should suffice.
I'm gonna crush you!
What to do here?
Let's go! Our set!
I'm not done. Here.
All right.
More enemies! This is bad!
Now it's my turn! Let's get in there!
What to do here?
Here I go.
Better get ready!
Now then.
Joker took out an enemy! Oh, right!
I suppose that was not a good idea to do it that way.
Alright, let's do this!
I'll do my best. Beat the other me. Persona!
Better get ready!
Yeah! Good job, Skull!
Alright, let's give it to him! Uh-oh!
3 enemies left. Stay calm and get it
All right.
done.
Here I go.
Very smooth, Noir.
Behold my power.
You really are the beauty thief.
You witch technology.
Now then.
Take that!
As always, Joker. You got him.
Yes.
Alright, let's do this!
What to do here?
Now it's my turn!
All right.
Better get ready!
be difficult to
What to do here?
understand the exact triangulation sometimes.
Let's end this. All right, let's do this.
Okay, we're down one enemy.
All right.
I'm ready.
Now it's my turn.
Now then.
Come. Take this.
Here I go.
Better get ready.
All right.
Surprisingly, not enough.
It's showtime. All right, let's do this.
I'm ready.
Nice position. You'll be well hidden.
Persona! Time to get chaotic.
We'll have to just waste a turn.
Numbers down. This is not looking good. Bad. Can you get through this?
What to do here?
There.
Joker took out an enemy. All right. Reinforcements? Well, we still gotta do
Better
this.
get ready.
And it's not anticipating that. I doubt I can take out that many enemies in a time limit.
Here I go.
You should be safe there, Noir.
The other me. Melody!
Take this.
All right, let's do this. On.
Those shots are right on target.
I'm a
Not
Brian.
the enemy.
This ends now.
Not the best positioning.
You down? Just hang on.
Ooh.
Ouch! do my best.
You should be safe there, Noir.
Time to get chaotic. Persona. New witch trick, Melody.
Now then, better get ready.
Those shots are right on target.
Oh, that's rad!
Great positioning, Joker.
Persona!
Tell me about these other speakers you can aim at.
Those shots are right on target.
All right! Better get ready.
There's no way to get both of them just because of where Noir is. She has to be in between two of them, which is the worst possible location for this.
You bet.
And nothing Joker can do can reach.
All right, let's give it to him.
All right.
Advance. Fire.
Now then. Now's the time. Or say.
All right, let's do this. Get a load of this.
Nailed that mission, guys.
Too easy.
And that settles the matter. Now, for this second so-called key.
Look, over there.
Oh, that's a weird looking box.
Oh, I remember learning about this in history class. Something in the Edo period?
Absolutely not.
It's a suggestion box. Basically, it's a way to collect people's complaints and requests anonymously. Although, this one appears to be empty.
Think this'll jog any memories, Toshiro?
Can't say for sure, but if it's the same as last time, touching it too.
Yep, you called it. So tired. I pulled an all-nighter on a mock exam. Entrance exams might be important, but that doesn't change the fact that they suck.
Overnight cramming is actually counterproductive. Sleep is necessary for committing what you've learned to memory. You might make it by cramming for regular tests, but comprehensive ones like entrance exams require long-term memory for any chance.
Oh good, I can get some shut-eye during this lecture.
I don't give you lectures. I give you advice, which you clearly need. If anything, I should lecture you on how to take advice properly.
Yeah. by the way, I noticed earlier. The suggestion box has been awfully empty lately.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's because we've taken care of everything by now. You're going to run yourself ragged if you're always looking for trouble to clean up, Ari.
You're saying I should turn a blind eye to people in need? That'll run me even more ragged.
Please, try putting yourself in my shoes for once. Can't you just enjoy the peace and quiet as the fruits of your labor?
I sure hope you're right. But something's still bugging me. Isn't the vibe at school kinda weird now?
Weird?
Come in!
Hi. Someone said that you guys hear out people in trouble?
Yep, whatever it is, you can lay it on your future Prime Minister here.
Don't say such ridiculous things.
How come? One day, you'll be a Diet member, and then you'll make Prime Minister, yeah?
I've never said anything of the sort.
What? You don't remember your speech? I'll never take favors from my father. I'll stand on my own 2 feet.
I've definitely never said that. You must do the worst impression I've ever seen.
Huh? Objection, Your Honor. Oh, wait, is that a Prime Minister or a judge? Oh, sorry. Here, grab a seat and hit us with the deeds.
Vice Principal Nakabachi's been blackmailing students and staff here?
I was such an idiot. I thought my chances at college, my whole life, would be over if the school found out I'd been working at a nightclub.
And when Nakabachi stumbled onto your secret, he proposed a deal to keep you off the hook. He ordered you to dig up dirt on other students and report back to him, correct?
Then he'd use that information to pressure them into bringing him even more dirt on other people. He just kept creating more and more victims until eventually he even had the teachers under his thumb.
There's no way to tell who's working for Nakabachi, so I didn't know who to trust with this. It's all my fault. I did something so stupid just to pay my tuition. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry for melting down like that. So, now what?
Thank you for telling us. I know it wasn't easy. This is a pretty huge issue, so it's gonna take some time, but we'll handle it.
I don't care what happens to me anymore. So please, I'm begging you, please.
Nakabachi was hired here very recently, but he was promoted to vice principal right away. It may have been unexpected, but nobody would guess this was how he pulled it off. Any student here would be terrified to lose their college prospects. It's no wonder how he was able to exploit that.
That's just sick. How could he use people and torture them like that?
It sounds like the entire school's in a bizarre standoff, what with everyone spying on each other for Nakabachi. This certainly explains why you felt something off here. That said, this is clearly beyond the scope of what the student council can handle. If we make one wrong move, we could be done for ourselves. What's your take, Ari? Ari?
Ugh, God! I am so pissed right now. I don't care how badly Nakabachi wants to be in charge. He has no right to put Yuri through that kind of hell. I thought schools and the staff were supposed to protect students, but not this messed up place. The way he's running this school now, it's like his own little dictatorship or something. He's done for if he's really doing this. Toshiro, you've got to help me.
I thought you'd say as much. From the sounds of things, you're looking to assemble a full-on rebellion.
Toshiro, that's exactly it. We'll start a rebellion. Ah, great idea.
Please don't take my jokes at face value.
That explains a lot.
At any rate, we're going to investigate this. I have to know the truth. That's right. Nakabachi. Ichiro Nakabachi. He was just a run-of-the-mill music teacher who got promoted to vice principal out of the blue.
When we first arrived here, I theorized that the ruler of the kingdom would be the principal of the school. Vice principal's close.
After hearing Yuri's story, Eri and I went around the school investigating. Tying up leads wasn't easy, but Eri was persistent enough that we eventually had a grasp of the situation. Simply put, the results were jaw-dropping. Sexual harassment, embezzlement, extortion, other abuses of power, all of it being covered up by the administration. And to top it all off, Nakabachi had been promised a promotion to principal. He essentially had full reign of the school.
Ugh, another turd for a teacher.
The world's a big place, big enough for plenty of pieces of shit to run their schools.
To blackmail his own student. I can't imagine how Yuri felt at the time.
But Nakabachi had covered his tracks, so ultimately we weren't able to collect any conclusive evidence. Without concrete proof, we had to put our hopes on the victims' testimonies.
What is it? Did they testify?
I'm sorry, I can't remember the rest.
Well, we certainly learned enough this time around to put one question to bed. I'd wager that the ruler of this kingdom is Vice Principal Nakabachi.
And I bet you're right. Now, let's wrap this up so we can get out of here already.
Well, at least we've got an idea of who might be running this place. Plus the second key to boot. Let's go back to the hideout so we can hammer out our next steps.
So far, this chapter, I'll say, seems very streamlined. Not a lot of scenes in between each battle. It just seems every next mission is straight to the battle. And so far, it's only been one battle before the next story point.
Hey.
Actually...
Hey!
Odd combination. The tonkatsu and miso.
What?
I forgot how strict Japanese school rules are. Such a strange thing for, I guess, other cultures. Being from the United States, it seems bizarre that a school can dictate what you do in your personal life. But Japan has a lot of rules like that. They can tell you exactly what you are and are not allowed to do outside of the school. There are also a lot of schools that have rules on how you can get to school as well. I'm not sure if it's even just restricted to the fancy ones. 'Cause I feel like it's fairly common to restrict how students are about to travel to school. they may not have had as many restrictions just because that would get in the way of the game. I was more so thinking of real schools in Japan. While they're probably not as exaggerated as this one, they're probably somewhere in between. I just know I've heard stories of actual Japanese schools being able to dictate what students can do outside of the school hours. Yeah, the ones in games and anime are typically have a basis in reality at times anyway. Like, they only have weird restrictions because of the fact that actual schools do that. Though, in some cases, they will maybe exaggerate for the sake of the story. Like, I think this one is a bit more exaggerated than you would normally see. But there are a lot of schools that do things like saying you cannot go to certain locations after school. And that one work that says you cannot meet up anywhere, that's a little extreme, but there might be certain specific locations that are off limits to students. Yes, there's no universal policy. Every school has its own rules. But it is I guess it's a non-unusual concept for the school to be able to control that sort of thing. Whereas in the United States, as far as I know, no school can control what you do outside of school hours and off of school grounds. They have no control of your outside of school life. Whereas in Japan, schools seem to have the authority to dictate your life outside the school. How far the individual school decides to take that is up to them, but it seems like legally they can do that.
Huh?
I do not think a school in the US can expel you for what you do well, I guess it depends. But in most cases, you cannot get expelled for what you do off of school grounds. Unless maybe you commit a crime, then that might be an area where it has some leeway. But typically, if a school tried to expel you for something that occurred in your personal life, that would be a grounds for a lawsuit. Schools under the jurisdiction of the government, but private schools, I think, may have more freedom to decide when or why they expel you. That is true to an extent. Though even then, that school could probably be sued if their reasoning doesn't really make enough sense. Whether or not the family suing would win is another question, but I feel like a private school may be reluctant to try certain things just because of the threat of a lawsuit. Because I've never really heard of private schools really expelling people for stuff that didn't happen at school. Usually the threats of being expelled are for incidents that happen on school grounds. Private schools can have uniform regulations without legal consequences. Actually, public schools can do that as well. the public schools where we grew up had uniforms. Not when we were in school. But after we were out of high school, well, actually, the grade schools implemented uniforms while we were still in high school, and then the high school implemented uniforms after we had graduated from high school. Well, graduated, I should say, after we stopped going to high school. So, it is definitely something that can happen. Although that was a citywide thing, so it was probably more up to the city itself saying that public schools will now do uniforms. It likely was not a school-by-school decision, since all the schools universally in that city did that. So I suppose that is a little bit different than what you were saying. But that is a case where a public school can have school uniforms and restrictions, is when the local government that oversees those schools mandates those uniforms. That's just a guess, though I'm not sure exactly how it worked, because I know when we were in high school, there were letters going around to all the parents of the children at the time to vote on whether or not uniforms should be implemented. And there were a bunch of arguments in favor from the school saying why uniforms would be a good idea. And I know that the measure failed a couple of times, and then it finally passed after we were no longer attending. That seems like a stupid rule. You have to wear your uniform when it is not school day. I doubt any school actually has that rule. Did she say it to anyone else in the first place?
What if...
That's right.
Ah.
Sounds good.
Time to write.
Then we'll save there. Not really enough time to do the next battle, so we'll save that for next week. Neat. At least we got a couple done. Let me see who is streaming right now. It appears as though Captain Dizzle was still streaming and hopefully not looking to end his stream this time. So I shall give him a raid. And I will see everyone in a week.